Hi everyone, it's Molly from Radical Joy Project. Today I'm making this sweet little collage using up some of my neutral bits, and let's get started. So the card is a thick chipboard. I think it's like a 4x5, something like that I used to use for other projects. And off camera, I have a pile of neutral papers that I kind of rummaged through and had an idea of what I was going to use. And so I'm just kind of laying them out using my glue stick. When using those chipboards, I find that glue sticks are better versus mixed medium. Mixed medium is too wet and it will curl and warp that chipboard. So glue sticks are best. So that little piece right there is the back side of some really pretty gold paper. But I decided that I liked the more muted neutral color. So that's what that is. Anyhow, we're gonna just glue down some more bits. Yeah, so here I am kind of laying things out to see if I like the composition. And that scallop paper I love. It's that striped scallop that I pre-cut. It's a good piece to ground the piece. I really like it. I love using the tissue paper or deli paper on projects. It's translucent and things underneath it show through. It's just a yummy little layer. You'll see here in just a second where I tear off the excess piece right there, and I end up just, instead of throwing it away, I just add it to the top of the piece. Why not? Another little bit of interest. Love that. Okay, we're going to get that little piece down, and then it's time to flip that thing over and clean up the back. Just cut off those excess pieces that are too long. One thing I will suggest is that you trim when if there's glue on the back of those papers that are too long, it's a little harder to cut. Obviously it'll stick to your scissors, so just let those extra long pieces dry and it will make your cutting a little bit easier. Just a thought, just my past experience. So at this point, I'm going to add one more little piece, and you'll notice that it is that same kind of gold-ish paper. And I put it at the bottom, and I do that to kind of repeat someplace else. So it's on the top of the piece, and I decide that I want to repeat that paper elsewhere. And your eye recognizes those kind of patterns. And so it's just good composition. So if you do something over here, maybe do it over there. It's a balance thing. Same thing with the black and white graphic papers. I've got some on top and I've got some on the bottom. It's just a way to tell a story and create balance at the same time. Here I am splattering some white paint, and I think that's pretty much it before I add the words. Now the words I have pre-stamped. They're off camera, but I've pre-stamped them on some neutral background paper, and we are gluing them down. Oftentimes what I will do is, when I'm either stamping words or gluing them down later, I will do the first and the last word and place them on the chipboard in this case, and then whatever is in the middle, it's easier to kind of eyeball it so that it's even. I hope that makes sense. So here it's the word R. Having that, the U and enough are already down, it gives me an easier way to kind of measure without measuring. Does that make sense? I don't know. I eyeball everything, but this is, it's easier to kind of get placement, if that makes sense. Anyhow, there it is. 3 really important words, because it's true. We forget it sometimes, but you are enough. Period. So I found these little, I think they're bees. They look like bees to me, in my stash somewhere, and you'll see them come in a minute. And I just cut them out, and I decide that I want them in there to kind of as anchors. They kind of anchor the words, and I decide that I like them right in the middle. Just a little unexpected hit, little unexpected moment there. I don't know, just liked it. Why not? We're just about done. I think at this point, am going to outline my words, which I do most of the time. And I start out by using a metallic gold pen, which is fine. And I like to do, most often, I like to just go messy with my outlines. I mean, let's face it, this is messy and imperfect work. This collage business, as it should be. Perfection has no place, at least in my world. Not happening. So I outline the words to give them, more presence. And later on I realized that the gold isn't quite right for me. And so I go back in with a Uniball pen and just hit it a little bit more with black. And you'll see that at the very end, the finished piece. I don't show that on camera, but just know at the very end you'll see that it has been outlined, the words have been outlined both in gold and in black. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, you're enough. You're enough. You really are. Love ya. Bye.